Tonight, from Lumen Field in Seattle, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Up next, a good one in the NFC West and a wild card rematch from a year ago, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Niners offense set to go to work, and it's last year's revelation, Brock Purdy, who leads them out in season number 2 from Iowa State.
There weren't many bigger stories last season than Purdy, who's officially the most famous Mr. Irrelevant of all time. Won each of his first 5 starts and almost guided his team to a Super Bowl. He's really forced the team to reevaluate its plans at quarterback because he looks like the real deal.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Now Samuel. And Debo going to have a Niners first down as he'll get this out past the 35-yard line.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He's going to try and do this himself. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
What a pickup this man was last year. It's Christian McCaffrey. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
3rd and 5. Purdy looking to throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And back deep is DJ Dallas. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The leading rusher among rookies a season ago. Here's Kenneth Walker. And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. Off of play action, here's Smith. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing here, Purdy. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He's going to try and take off with it. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It was Jamal Adams up from his safety spot to make the play behind the line. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Purdy from the gun. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. Touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. A 20-yard touchdown. And the 49ers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's finished off by a receiving touchdown from Christian McCaffrey. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. He'll find Metcalf. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where
no chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. Ray McCloud deep here for the Niners. Taking it about the 36. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. That is caught.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Shrugs him off. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here's Purdy. That's caught outright by Jennings. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Purdy.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Draymond Jones just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jennings. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
On 1st down, they'll kick off the drive with Dallas.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing now is Geno.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now Moody for the PAT.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line. So a net negative there of 4 yards. Things, unfortunately, continuing to implode here. The interception he threw on the previous drive, of course, led to the touchdown. And that deficit widening a little bit further. 1st and 10. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
At their own 21.
A run by Dallas to start the drive.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Geno now to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
And Lockett going to pick up a Seahawks first down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On first down, Smith.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
On second down, it's Walker.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Here's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, here's Smith.
That's to the rookie, Jaxon Smith-Njigba.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
17-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Again, Smith. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On second down, here's Smith.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? when the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and a yard. Now Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
7 yards there and a first down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
He's going to keep this again.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Back to throw, Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap for Smith.
To the sideline and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This complete to Lockett. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Now Smith.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him 1st downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
Now Geno on 1st down.
Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Smith.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. To throw is Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, you can see and feel the disappointment on that one because you saw some guys on the sidelines jumping up going, oh, no. Looked like they had that one set up well on 3rd down, but you got to give yourself time to get rid of the football.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
This is Samuel.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Running right, here's Walker. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Smith.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith.
Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fan. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high because mentally you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey. Powerful running. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now we will get another look at Seattle's offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, this hasn't really been a 1st half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a 1-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the 1st down.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On second down, a run with Dallas.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here's Smith. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They go play action here. Purdy.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Purdy looking to throw.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, an 11-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work.
Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
This is Fant on the short completion.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now Geno.
Going right back to Fant. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Escaping the pressure right. A leap, and he's got it. DK Metcalf with an acrobatic catch.
And the Seahawks get a late score here, the final minute of the first half.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. On first down, it's Purdy. They'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Purdy.
Completes it to Jennings. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Second down and a yard. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And the 49er first down.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports halftime report. We saw the former All-Pro Christian McCaffrey up to his old tricks in that first half. He found the end zone twice, once on the ground and once in the passing game, as he proved he's anything but a one-dimensional running back.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Geno Smith getting ready to go again here on offense. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
He's to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line.
They'll run on.
And the ball is knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point try now for Moody.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their own 27.
Hands it to Walker to begin the series. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Now 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Geno.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Geno now to throw. This is Fant on the short completion.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Smith.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Throwing is Smith. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
And the Niners will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Purdy.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. $47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch.
It's a gain of 34.
And there's not a quarterback in the league that will ever complain about having small receivers like a Tyreek Hill or a Cooper Kupp who can find a seam, have good vision, and get open. But when you're throwing downfield like this, you want a big, tall receiver who can go above the rim, or if you're a volleyball fan, above the net and get it.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Smith. It's caught. Lockett.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
57, Mike, 57.
Smith.
That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Man in motion left, that's Smith-Njigba. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
45 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Smith.
He'll find Metcalf.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
And they'll run it here. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 26.
He'll set up to throw from the gun. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On 1st down, Purdy. Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's Samuel.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing here, Purdy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. That is caught. Gets around him. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
I do think that sometimes on 3rd and long, many defenders just get caught watching the sticks instead of watching the ball. And the guy who's got it, because here, they just got the ball into the receiver's hands and told him to do it yourself, a little bit of a desperation play. And he was able to take the short throw and turn it into a big gain and a conversion on 3rd down. That's a big pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Now Samuel.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. Now Purdy.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down.
Purdy now to throw.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10.
From back at their own 10-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
This is Fant on the short completion. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
2nd and 5.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Smith now to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Now here's Michael Dixon, standing just about on his own goal line.
McLeod to return it.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
So the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Purdy.
There's the stiff arm. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Check, check. 154. Coming to you. Coming to you.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
McCaffrey running up the middle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Carrying lead on the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Seahawks 16-yard line.
He's going to use his legs here.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line. Back to throw here.
Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
Shreds the tackle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
They'll fake it. Now Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Dallas up the middle. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 93 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Smith. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to... And oh, he coughed it up. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10.
At their own 46. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Back to throw, Purdy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A good pickup there, a 22. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They run with McCaffrey off the option.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Looking to throw. Purdy.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, 49ers. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A 10-play drive that time. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Now Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
From the 50, it's Smith.
They'll set up the screen to Dallas.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
Now Geno. This is Fant on the short completion. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
To throw is Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Now Geno on 1st down.
This is the tight end Fant.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
He finds Smith-Njigba.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Let's go, D. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Hey, let's get that.
From the gun, here's Smith.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now Smith on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because Maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
At their own 15. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
74 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Good gain there on first down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here's 3rd and 6. Purdy looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 45-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they'll run it here. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
You get block me. You get block me. You get block me.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset, and you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On first down, this is McCaffrey.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
2nd and 9.
Let's go, you tighten up. Let's go, you tighten up.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here is 3rd and 5. Here's Purdy.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point try now for Moody.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it's finished off by a receiving touchdown from Christian McCaffrey. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith.
That's complete to his running back, Dallas.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Back to throw, Smith. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, check, Mike 57, Mike 57.
Geno now to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Seattle.